Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702, and as always, we have
Jeremy with a G.
What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
I'm living a dream. How you doing?
You ready to talk some football?
Sure.
Where do y'all think Cam Newton's gonna land?
Washington. I think he's there by tomorrow afternoon.
Washington?
Yeah, with Ron Rivera. Why not? It's the best situation for him. They got a great defense. He don't have to be Superman.
I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure that's why the Patriots just cut him instead of keeping him on the benches, so he could, because they know. I mean, you're going to get picked up by one of the 8 teams that need you, either at backup or starter. So yeah, people think it's like a crazy conspiracy that he got dropped and it had to do with the COVID test and all of this. And I'm like, bro, no, they just knew he'd get picked up. Like, why keep him on the bench if he's not a star anymore? But I mean, he has starting potential for sure on a bunch of teams in the NFL right now.
You think Indianapolis makes a run at her?
No,
they're stupid.
They're dumb because you don't need it. You went out here and you got you. The thing was, the Colts aren't stupid because the Colts already knew that Carson Wentz was made out of paper mache. So they put that clause in there. He has to play all those games or they got to make it to the playoffs. They already knew what was happening. Philly was the damn dumbasses in this damn shit because they were weird. They were fucking weirdos. And that's what happens. Now we look at the Colts. I'm telling you, he's going to land with the Washington football team because they already have a relationship, him and Ron Rivera. They really didn't want to leave each other to begin with. He just saw Cam deteriorate and he thought that shit was over for him. Now, Cam just a check down king, which is fine. You can check down with the Washington football team because you got a good defense.
And a good receiving running back in Gibson.
Yeah, all you gotta do is check down, nickel and dime them, whatever. Win a Super Bowl. Because that makes them the favorite out of in the NFC East if he goes to Washington.
And realistically, I mean, he probably won't start it right away, but you have a quarterback that's smart, that's been a backup before, that can help him out, that won't mind sitting his ass on the bench. He's getting paid $10 million. And Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, he just needs more money to buy more furs. That's all he needs. He just needs more money to buy more furs and more gold chains to put on his taco meat.
But to add to the conspiracy over there in New England, what do you guys think the team is with the most fans that are named Karen?
New England.
100%. And they're not doing that hair. They're not doing that hairdo down there. Like, I could for sure. If I was like a kook and I was like, yeah, like this is all about race, like I could definitely make a case for it being about race.
You don't have to. Like, what's his face? Torrey Hunter did. Paul Pierce has said it. Like, Torrey Hunter literally put it in his contract that you can't trade me to Boston.
Yeah.
And then the Red Sox backed him after he said that. Like, no, there's a reason why they love Larry Bird. I'm not saying he's not great, but there's a reason why they love Tom Brady. Why they like Mac Jones over Cam Newton. There is a fucking reason. Yeah. There's a reason why they don't pay anybody, but Teddy Boucher sure stayed his ass there for fucking ever.
But again, I don't think that's the reason that Cam got cut. I think he got cut so he could get picked up. And they knew he was going to get picked up, but.
Ice, you already said it, bro. Like, just stick with it, bro.
You acted like Bill Belichick gives a fuck. Like, that's the problem I have with that scenario when people say that. Bill doesn't give a fuck. He gives 2 fucks. You come to him. Look what he did to Malcolm Butler. He literally set his ass at the Super Bowl. The dude is crying on the bench. And Bill's got his fucking hoodie on like, fuck this bitch.
With his sleeves cut off.
Say exactly. Come 5 minutes late to fucking practice again and say, I don't know what happened. No. He doesn't. That's the problem I have with that story. That is the dumbest shit in the world. He cared too much about him. In what? This isn't basketball. This is not the NBA. You do not see that in the NFL. You have
management.
When you have Brian Hoyer, when you have Brian Hoyer as your backup. We've seen what the fuck he does. You guys got Cam last year because Brian Hoyer and Jarrett Stidham was not good. No, it probably had to do with COVID because he wouldn't go get the vaccination. That pissed that whole entire fucking organization off. And they were okay with it till the whole world knew he didn't get the vaccination. Then they were using it as a backup that, we need him available. B, so even if it wasn't COVID related, that allowed Mac Jones to take more first team reps. You can't tell me he took first team reps in the last preseason game and all of a sudden they go, oh, we're going to go with Mac. Stop it. They all came down to him and said, hey, we don't want it happen. Yeah, and also let's not act like he didn't have a huge contract.
What about just bench him? Like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, listen.
What's his contract? 10 to 15 million?
Who is on the bench? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who is their backup? Do we even know?
Brian Hoyer. Belichick wouldn't pay $15 million a year to Gilmore. You think he's going to pay $15 million a year to Cam to sit him on the bench?
And his hair. I mean, let's be real. I'm black, and I think it's a little crazy. So,
and his dress.
No lies detected.
Are they dreads? What is going on with Cam Newton's hair?
Actually, I want to make sure for everyone in the room, I want to be, politically correct. Those are actually called wicks. They're like the Haitian dread.
Okay.
A stalk. A stalk is actually the proper terminology for his type of dreads. I feel like that's. I mean, and then when he plays, it like lays back like a road runner. Like it just like.
Yeah, and it was the hair. It was the hair. We can stop beating around the bush. It was the hair. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, Cam Newton was not fit for him. That wasn't fit. I don't think they didn't fit New England. He did not fit New England's culture. So
New England's a better team without him.
I don't necessarily think so.
Nah, I think New England's gonna suck ass.
The players around the position are better. They can do their jobs now that Cam Newton's not there. I also think he's like a big personality. You got to get him out of the room if you're really going to go with the rookie quarterback, so he can lead that team. He was
cheering my man on though. I don't know if I can go with it. He chased my man the whole length of the
and was giving him a high five.
Yeah, he ain't a bad teammate. That's not Cam.
No, he's not a bad teammate, but he is a big personality.
How do you not have an ex-MVP that went to the Super Bowl in your locker room and you get rid of him?
Even if you bench
I don't know. I can't say it again. I can't say it again.
It's the hair.
It's the hair. It's straight up the hair. It's not even the race or anything like that. It is strictly the hair. Even if he was white with that hair, they'd be like, buddy. Like.
All right. So the guy that was in the comments talking, he actually joined. He came on.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
So go ahead and introduce yourself. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, though, man? Hey, I'm really enjoying the show for the first time. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing some crazy things on here, especially from this Pittsburgh fan. You know what I mean? This Pittsburgh fan over here, over here,
Let's hear it, buddy. Let's hear it, man. Let's see what you got. He got
the boldest prediction. His predictions are the boldest.
All right, so let's hear it. What do you got to say? You've been watching us, so what do you got to say? What do you got to say about some of his predictions? You said the Steelers would make the playoffs.
The Washington football team also, yes, I do believe the Steelers will make the playoffs. Big Ben is a better quarterback in my eyes than Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and whoever the hell else is in that division. That other team don't even matter.
Joe Burrow.
But in the AFC, I don't believe the Jets is making it at all. I don't know why any of you keep saying that, but the Jets not making the playoffs. I don't see it.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. We all agree.
It's not enough. Atlanta.
There's only one of us here that don't agree with that.
Atlanta's cooking in.
Atlanta, yeah. What do you think about Atlanta?
Oh, okay. So I'm just like, why is that a bold prediction? If y'all, that's not.
Okay. If we know it's not happening,
why is the Jets a bold prediction? If y'all know that's not happening,
it's only him. It's only Ice Baby that like it.
Y'all know it's not.
He predicted
making the playoffs at all. Why a bold prediction?
He predicted it. We all laughed at him, and we keep reminding him of it because we think the prediction was crazy.
Oh, the internet.
I was looking for what's his name? Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, he was.
Look, I thought we were being punked.
Listen, we're gonna chop this up tomorrow, and we're gonna put that shit everywhere on the internet. It's gonna go crazy.
I can't wait till the Jets go, bro. I can't wait.
Hey, y'all do this NFL talk I'm down to come up on here and do. I can talk ball all day with y'all.
You
And
have
the Cowboys is winning the NFC East, and we're going to the NFC Championship.
so wait.
You know how many times I've heard that in the last 20 years?
I hear it every year.
If I had a $5 bill for every time I heard that shit, man, I'd be fucking rich as
I didn't
hell,
say
man.
Super Bowl.
What are we talking about? If I had a penny for every time I heard that shit, they've won one playoff game since I was a fucking high schooler. And
Hold
I'm
on.
damn near 40, okay?
Hold on, because I live in Dallas Fort Worth. So
He does.
if I had a quarter of a penny for every time I heard that, bro,
How about them Cowboys? Let's go.
bro, don't gonna make me get my Kyle Pitts jersey, bro. Put that shit down, bro. Crazy enough, I do got the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, which hurts me to even write down on a piece of paper.
Like, crazy enough, if Dak Prescott is healthy, I don't see them not making the playoffs.
I
Like-
understand they won't make the playoffs. I just don't believe in Dak Prescott. I just think he's injury prone.
I'm not gonna say injury prone because he hasn't been injured a lot.
That's a good bowl.
No, he hasn't.
But
prediction. That's a good
I think it's gonna take him time to recover. Anybody that's set out from a torn ACL, broken leg,
Thank you. He's only
broken
been
ankle.
one time.
Yeah, broken ankle. It takes a year or two for them to start to get their feet back and their confidence back. But if he comes out slinging and Ezekiel, if he can just hand the rock to Zeke, he's the best quarterback in that division with the most weapons. Even if their defense sucks, they should still blow out that division if he's healthy.
Okay. Well, what happened to his shoulder? Because I've been reading, here and there. So
There is a shoulder injury that
Armpit. It's an armpit.
I don't know what it is, but it's something like that.
didn't he use that red zone shit like under his underarms, and that's what broke him out, and it gave him that shit? You know what I'm talking about?
We don't know what the fuck freaky shit he's into. So
He's,
he's
I
light-skinned.
can see the same thing happening with Dak that happened with Carr. Carr never got injured
That's
until
what
he
I'm
broke
saying.
his leg. Then he broke his leg. Then he became, he had a broken back. His finger was broken. He was wearing gloves.
Because
He
you're trying
pulled
to
his
offset that
hamstring
injury.
while running. Kumar is back.
Kumar?
What's up, buddy? Can you hear us?
No.
Kumar?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I had the stream on YouTube playing, so I couldn't. It was two different things at once.
No problem. Glad you're back. We actually got a commenter who's been watching the show. He's in here. He's fucking hilarious. But he just had to step out. He'll come back in. He lives, like I said, oh, signal's pretty bad. Got you. Hey, Vegas, underrated. Just to let you know, buddy, you have an open invitation.
Anytime you want to come on, you can come on.
You live in
you
Vegas.
can come on and say Dallas is going to make the Super Bowl every season.
He didn't say that. He said they were going to be in the AFC Championship. NFC.
Bad.
He said NFC.
That's
But
just as bad.
You have an open invitation, buddy,
It's the
and
same
hopefully we get to see a high school game with you. By the way, I will be at the Centennial High School, the homecoming game this week. But yeah, hopefully we get to go and check out a game with you. Where do you think Cam Newton will land, Kumar? That's where we're going next.
So I'm talking about this on a video that I have upcoming. So I think that I said that Washington football team with Ron Rivera. I think Carolina's a possibility. I just don't believe in Sam Darnold. I think that possibly the Steelers maybe if Big Ben isn't that guy. I don't know if that'll happen though. I mean that's a long shot, but possibly Washington football team. Wait, let me think here. Washington football team. I think as a team. I said the Detroit Lions. I know it's a long shot, but I just don't believe in Jared Goff. I think they need an upgrade at quarterback, and I think Cam can be that guy. I think maybe the Colts are an option with Carson Wentz, the whole Carson Wentz situation. And I don't know, maybe the Eagles with Jalen Hurts, and then the Cowboys, just in case Dak isn't ready to play week 1.
Damn, he listed off like 6 or 7 teams. Does anybody not think? What about the Texans?
Oh yeah,
They got 6 quarterbacks. You don't need
None of them are going to name 3 of them.
Shit.
Thank you. Exactly.
Tyrod Taylor.
No, Tyrod. Okay, so they have Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. Okay, so
I'll
Okay.
name 4 of them.
They literally have 8 quarterbacks on their depth chart. I'm not even kidding.
Listen, if I had Cam Newton right now and I had him available right now, and I'm not going to have Deshaun Watson regardless, and I'm trying to trade him, I'm bringing in Cam Newton. That's probably the first place he'll get to actually fight for a starting position. They're not tied to Tyrod Taylor. Like, yeah, Washington, he's going to fight with Fitzpatrick. So
I think anywhere other than Washington.
If he goes, I think Washington's perfect. I agree with all of you. I
don't think Washington's perfect. So Rivera got rid of him because he thought he would deteriorate.
No, Rivera didn't get rid of him.
The management got rid of Cam because of his shoulder.
Rivera went to Washington. Rivera was in Washington.
No. What happened was they got rid of Rivera because he wanted to start Cam like that. And
but Rivera was in Washington. Cam got released late in the offseason. So Rivera wasn't even there. He was in Washington.
It's like the Doug Peterson, Carson Wentz saga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rivera was in Washington when they got rid of Cam. But go ahead, Jeremy. We didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead.
No, y'all just ruined my argument.
But I do like Washington because of everything you said. Rivera wanted him. He knows the system. He doesn't have to be the superhero. They have a great defense. They have and they have pretty good running team. They have like 4 running backs that have all started on their team, or all been like 3 running backs that have all been at one point in time are starting running back. So I think if somebody gets hurt or they do running by committee, back by committee, they'll be fine. They have some good wide receivers in McLaurin. Logan Thomas is their tight end. So, I mean, they're not a bad team. I love that pickup. But
is he too hard-headed to want to be a backup?
He's not. If they bring him in, he's not going to be a backup. He'll back up 1 or 2 because he knows the offense so well. But that's the issue that I have. After spending $10 million on Ryan Fitzpatrick, how much is it going to cost you to get Cam Newton?
I mean, Cam might come there for nothing, to be honest, if he wants to play. And on top of it, you also got to think about all you got to do to get rid of Fitzpatrick is take his first jackets and tell him you hit him. He'll be fine. And threaten to cut off his chest hair. He'll be out of there.
Like I agree with all. I think Washington is the number 1 option, but I still am not surprised if the Texans call him. Besides Washington, I don't see many other teams that make sense. I don't see the Eagles because that's a stopgap. Like if you don't believe in Jalen, then that's kind of a stopgap. You had chances to maybe trade for Teddy Bridgewater or do something else, trade for somebody else in the offseason. The Panthers, I just don't think the management wanted him, and there's no reason to bring him back. I do agree with the Cowboys. But the problem is, if you're Cam, why would you sign there, knowing that Dak Prescott's going to come back and be the quarterback? You have no way to surpass him. So, I mean, depending on Joe Burrow's injury, the Bengals maybe. But, I mean, if he doesn't sign with Washington, I think he waits a couple of weeks until teams start seeing what they have.
Yeah.
Washington's the only one with cap space to get him. Because, like you said, it's about a $14 million contract. At the very top, I think he'll take 10. They got $16 million in cap. The Texans are negative $13 million in cap.
I know,
right
fuck
now.
The Texans. I forgot about that.
So and with 18 quarterbacks on the roster.
They're definitely not getting him. Yeah, the only people with cap space are the Panthers, Washington, the Eagles, the Jaguars, which aren't getting him. But the Jaguars only have $10 million cap. So Washington is literally the only one with cap, a good storyline, and the space for him, I guess. Because I don't see him going to the Panthers. Panthers are keying in on Sam. I think he might do well there too. But yeah, Washington's the only one with space. Just a side note, I had to look up the caps because there's a lot of teams, and I know there's 16, 17 teams that are negative in cap space right now. So before JD's about to head out, so let's let him do a shout out one last time. We appreciate you coming on, buddy. You are amazing. We had a lot of fun. Whenever you want to come on, hit us up. You are more than welcome to come on, but go ahead and shout your stuff off before you get off.
Oh yeah, man, y'all can see me more of me on Thursday nights and Tuesday nights. I host a Tuesday night. I host a college football show. It's called All Downhill From Here. It's a Clemson-centric show. I also have a show called UFO. We cover sports and culture with my host Carm, and you guys are just on that, so we have a lot of fun on there.
Mhm.
If you want to get on our YouTube to subscribe, you can always just scan that QR code in the corner right here if you got your cell phone. And yeah, man, that's about it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Nice meeting you, Iced, and Kumar, nice meeting you as well. And of course, you two fellas, man. Y'all stay true, man.
Appreciate
You-
you, man.
no problem.
I watched that show with y'all on it the other day.
Oh,
Yeah,
you have it. By
now
the
we
way,
got to get you on now. Now we got to get you on because you watched it.
Hey man, I'm always here, bro.
He is an
bro.
amazing editor. He does all their intros to his show. So just that is him. Buddy, you have a good one. You be safe out there. All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good.
Peace.
Later, man.
I love the podcast community. Again, we want to shout out JD Oracle with DMS Media. Its links are in the description. Ice Baby, link in description. Kumar, link in the description. And the link will be in the description for Vegas Underrated. And hopefully he joins more often and maybe we talk high school football with him. Without further ado, Jeremy, take us home.
Put me in, coach.
Big